Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam satu Malaysia. Terima kasih kepada semua rakan-rakan media. Saya baru balik daripada Myanmar. Saya ke Rangoon. Saya berada di sana selama 4 hari. Saya berjumpa dengan semua kepimpinan kerajaan Myanmar di sana, dan alhamdulillah kita telah memperolehi surat kelulusan daripada kerajaan Myanmar, di mana pada 17 hari bulan September, iaitu kemarin dulu 17 September, mereka telah memberikan kelulusan kepada misi bantuan kemanusiaan Kelab Putra dengan delegates untuk hadir ke negara mereka. Cuma ada sedikit perubahan. Perubahannya adalah dia memberi kita guna pakai kapal laut dagang. Dia tidak membenarkan kita pakai army vessel, iaitu naval vessel. Jadi barang-barang yang ada di atas kapal laut KD Sri Sakti ini, Indra Sakti ini, kita kena ubah balik. Kita kena tukar ke kapal dagang, vessel, commercial vessel. Jadi di kesempatan ini saya nak ucapkan terima kasih kepada kerajaan Myanmar kerana memberi kita kelulusan ini, dan seterusnya saya nak ucapkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan dan terima kasih yang tidak terhingga kepada semua anggota tentera laut Diraja Malaysia kerana telah memberi kerjasama yang padu dan jitu kepada misi ini, dan akhirnya terpaksa punggah balik daripada kapal TLDM masuk balik ke kapal dagang. Dan saya bersyukur dan terima kasih kerana dapat sokongan daripada Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Datuk Seri Muhammad Najib bin Tun Abdul Razak memberi sokongan. Maknanya kerajaan kita juga menyokong penuh pemergian misi bantuan kemanusiaan ke Myanmar, iaitu ke kawasan Rakhine. Saya juga nak ucapkan jutaan terima kasih kepada Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Mahathir kerana Perdana Global Peace, iaitu Foundation PGPF, juga bersama-sama dalam misi ini. Jadi Yang Amat Bahagia Tun Dr. Mahathir nak bantu dari usaha kapalnya, dan kita jangkakan kita akan berangkat dalam masa seminggu lagi, sebab kita perlukan pemindahan daripada kapal. Kita kena hantar containers, lebih kurang 40 biji kontainer yang 20 kaki. Kita kena pergi balik ke Lumut, naikkan atas lori dan bawa balik ke Northport, di mana kapal akan menanti di situ. Kita dah berbincang dengan pihak PTZ Liners, syarikat perkapalan yang didaftarkan dalam negara Malaysia. Kita akan guna pakai itu, dan juga bantuan daripada batch kapal tabung haji. Here I would like to mention that I appreciate and thanking the government of Myanmar for giving us the approval, that they have already obtained us approval. The government was so pleased that we are coming on the humanitarian mission to the people of Myanmar in Rakhine State. So we are going there to help everybody. In our mission, we also have the chief Buddhist priest, and we have several priests also going in our delegates. We got NGOs like Putra volunteers, we have medical team, and we also have some media friends going. They have already obtained the approval, whereby the government will assist us together with the union minister, they call it border minister, and also the chief minister of Rakhine will be there assisting us to help us on the distribution of the aids to the people of Myanmar in Rakhine. So therefore, the logistic support will be done by the government of Myanmar. So in this event for today, as a Malaysian, we are proud that the Myanmar government are very appreciating, and they're giving us a very good support of this mission, and this will be a very good start for the people of Malaysia, because we donated to the people of Myanmar without counting the race, religious and whatnot. We are going to Rakhine State to help all the victims, whoever needed, the needies. The humanitarian mission will help the Muslim, non-Muslim, everybody, whoever who was in the a camp which the house has been burned down, so we are going to assist them on that score. So we plan to move perhaps 1 week from now. Dr. Mahathir and our Honourable Prime Minister Datuk Seri Mohamed Najib has given us the support, and I would like to take this opportunity and thank the government of Malaysia, the Prime Minister, and of course Datuk Tun Dr. Mahathir, who also the Global Peace Foundation President, PGPF, that we also working together. PGPF is going to assist us with the vessel, so we are using the commercial vessel. The condition is here is very clear, that the government has given us to come in with 500 tons of humanitarian assistance, should be loaded by the commercial vessel. And we requested for that because they don't want any naval vessel to be there. Again, I would like to thank our Navy of Malaysia for all the kind assistance, and today we have to unload it back from the naval vessel to a commercial vessel. So we are planning to go perhaps by the 30th. We are planning to enter Rakhine State on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd. We have to, that is our planning. So the ship, the vessel will take from Northport straight away to Yangon Port, and from Yangon Port we will have about 40 trucks will assist by the government of Myanmar, will take 2 days to reach Rakhine State. So from there, so perhaps 1st, 2nd, 3rd we will do the distribution. I think therefore the ship from the vessel from Northport will be leaving as early as 26 of this month. So they need 4 days to travel to Yangon Port. From Yangon Port, we need 2 days on the bonded truck to take it to the Rakhine State for us to distribute the humanitarian to everybody. So this delegate, about 50 of us, we got the priests from the Buddhists from Malaysia also willing, they're joining us, about 6 of them, and we have volunteers from Club Putra, we got delegates from the media and medical team which will be there with us to assist on the distribution. Whatever it is, I would like to thank the Myanmar government for the support, and they also will be together with us. The Chief Minister and the Minister Border will be there together with us to assist us on the humanitarian distribution, on the AIDS distribution for the people in Rakhine State. Any soalan?
Datuk, maknanya kapal tu disediakan oleh PGPF.
Ya, kapal ni dibantu oleh Perdana Global Peace Foundation, PGPF yang bantu. Yang amat berbahagia Tun Dr. Mahathir sendiri, saya berjumpa, Tun sendiri akan membantu, dan saya dah berjumpa dengan pihak-pihak PDZ Liners, syarikat perkapalan ni. Saya dah local, dia from Klang. So kapal Malaysia kita cadangkan, insya-Allah kapal ni akan berlabuh, dan kalau ruang, ada peluang panjang umur, insya-Allah Tun Dr. Mahathir dan Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri sendiri akan membuat pelepasan kapal ini di Northport. Prime Minister, Honourable Prime Minister, and as well Tun Dr. Mahathir will be involving on flagging off the vessel. I hope if everything goes fine, if their diary is free, they will be there to flag off the vessel to Yangon.
Logistik untuk bawa 40 kontainer dari Lumut ke Northport berapa hari?
Sehari je. Kita dah bincang dengan pihak Container National, iaitu bersama dengan PNB. Kita dah bercakap dengan pihak kepimpinan mereka setuju. Pihak PNB juga membantu banyak dalam konteks Northport, penggunaan Northport, penggunaan kapal, lori logistik yang 20 kaki punya truck sini dah baik. So kita kena pergi ke Lumut. Daripada Lumut, kita dapat bantuan sokongan daripada anggota Tentera Laut Diraja Malaysia untuk membuat pindahan atas kapal, daripada kapal terus atas kontainer tu terus dibawa ke Northport, dan Northport kapal nanti kita akan Northport akan bantu kita untuk loadkan ke atas kapal yang baru. Jadi ada sedikit masif punya kerja kena buat lah, tapi yalah kita dulu niat kita nak pergi melalui Chittagong. Okay, we wanted to go to Chittagong from Bangladesh. Then finally, we need to go through the Myanmar. We thought we cannot enter, but we already obtained the approval by the Myanmar government, so shorten our trip and hassle. So we don't have to go round trip, we can go straight. So I think Myanmar government and Malaysian government, they have a very good bilateral political ties relationship. Therefore, we obtain the approval.
Maknanya kapal akan lepas awal-awal ni pada 26 bulan.
Kita cadangkan 26, 27, 28 begitulah dalam sebelum itulah kita, sebab kita berpandukan kepada barang nak dipindahkan daripada Lumut balik ke Northport, daripada Northport kita kena naikkan atas kapal baru, dan kita juga akan dapat jadual pelayaran kapal daripada PTZ ni besok. Jadi kita semuanya kita akan umumkanlah. Tapi yang penting saya nak maklumkan kepada rakyat Malaysia, terima kasih di atas sokongan, barang-barang makanan tak rosak, masih mantap elok atas kapal KD Sri Indra Sakti, tak rosak tak apa, kita nak ambil pindahkan. Hari tu kita ada 580 tan, kita ada 20 tan tertinggal di bawah. Hari ni kita pasal kita bawa kapal lebih besar, kita naikkan ke semua 600 tan. That day we had only 580 tons, we got 20 tons on the ground, but now with this commercial vessel, we're going to put all the 600 tons on the vessel, and we're going to send all by the containers. So we got 40 20-foot containers. Each containers will load 15 tons. So you got 40 tons, you're talking about 600 tons, which is sufficient for the people there. In my visit, we went there, we saw a lot of things, and in the camp we have about now about 76,000 793 people are in IDB camps in the camp that they are there, and we are going to Sitwi, Mongdong, Batadong. These are the places that we are going. Obviously, all in the Rakhine State. In fact, very good. We've been briefed by the minister what exactly has happened, how this thing happened, and I hope that media were joining us there. You will know exactly whether the story that you see in YouTube and all the new media are true or not true. So I believe, if you ask me, a lot of story are created by people who was not responsible enough, because cerita-cerita ni direka sebenarnya. Tidak ada yang kita tengok dalam YouTube dan sebagainya, tidak semua begitu. Jadi
since 1 month you are following this episode, you are not able to travel since 1 month. It means that the government of Myanmar is putting more obstacles, a lot of obstacles, so difficulties in front of you.
no,
Still the pass is not issued, still the visa is not issued. You have been forced to change the ship, and it is a little bit late and little.
actually, yeah, the Myanmar ambassador here, he has to get approval from his government. Only he can issue the visa. But he already issued us the visa. I already went and came back. I just came back. I was there for 4 days. So I went there. I met the leaders in Myanmar. They are very overwhelming. They welcome us. They spoke to us. They told us it's all about security.
But still, it is not allowing you to reach Sitwe.
No, the Sitwi port is upgrading. There's no ship vessel can go to Sitwi port. It's not because the government didn't allow us. I found the truth. The port in Sitwi, they're upgrading now. Only barges can go in. No ship can go in. That's why they suggested to come into Yangon. From Yangon, they are the government of Myanmar helping us with the trucks, the bonded trucks, to bring it to Sitwi. They are assisting us. That means they are very honest and sincere. When I spoke to them,
Behind not allowing the Royal Navy to reach there.
no, because they are being army, they're being the government of armed forces government. So that's why they don't want any vessel, naval vessel, to come into. They don't want to set any precedent, because they are being army government. So they said they welcome, they allow, they want to assist, they want us to see more assistance coming, but to the Myanmar people, because they don't want to put anybody aside. They said as a government, they want to help everybody. So same goes to Malaysia. Under the One Malaysia spirit, we are here. all the Malaysian, Indian, Chinese, Buddhist, everybody donated for this mission. So therefore, I think it's fair. That's why the chief of Buddhist priests also joining us from Malaysia, from Brickfield, from Maha in Brickfield. They are joining us to help on this mission. So I think.
Semuanya Datuk, pertukaran kapal dari kapal perang kepada kapal central kepada kapal komersial itu adalah atas sebab diplomatik.
Betul. Sebenarnya kita kena akur, kita kena hormat dengan keputusan sebab mereka adalah kerajaan tentera. Jadi bila kerajaan tentera, mereka telah mohon cara baik. They requested in a very polite manner. They said, we are the government here ruled by the armed forces, army government. So we don't want to see any vessel because they don't want their people to have any negative thought. Why the naval vessel is coming and all that. They don't want any that kind of thought in the mind of their people. That's why they said, please, we will help you. We will accommodate all the requests. I think it's very fair.
Why not offering the humanitarian assistance for all?
Yeah, because
Indian Foundation desire to reach the Rohingyas.
no, to me, the report that I saw for myself, and every month the government is giving away 1,000 ton. Every month, 1,000 ton from Yangon, the government is distributing. They have already a system, networking, headed by the Chief Minister of Rakhine. Their system is very good. They're distributing. Because you must understand, they are Muslim, they are non-Muslim, the victims. So they are both. So they are not only the Rohingya Muslim. I already checked, when I went in there, they are the Buddhist people also, their house was burned down. Okay, they also staying in the camp. So therefore, I think it's fair for us to help everybody, all the victims, because our mission is on humanitarian mission to the Myanmar people. So I think it's fair. Even in our country, touch wood, if anything happen, it's not fair for you to come and help only one people, one ethnic. I think it's not fair, or one religious. Whoever involved in that disaster, we will help. The same thing wherever we go to Japan, we went to Australia, we went to Christchurch on that violent earthquake, we went to Egypt, we went to Gaza, we went to Somalia. We've been helping everybody. So that is our benchmark. We're going to keep up to the standard that we are going to Myanmar. Humanitarian assistance is given to the entire Myanmar people who deserve to be helped. That's what Dr. Mahathir and our Honorable Prime Minister wants us to do. So I think that's very fair, and the government of Myanmar also very fair, because before this we have never negotiate, we have never speak to them. We only go through the Myanmar embassy office here. So when we go up there with the help of our Malaysian ambassador, that we met everybody there, and then we saw the truth that they are very open, they're willing to accept this humanitarian aid to distribute to the people of Myanmar. Okay, any question? I covered everything. So itu sajalah. So we Oh yeah. That I make sure whoever goes on board with us. We are planning. We are planning maybe since the commercial vessel cannot take volunteers, delegates. They cannot take. So we are talking to our AirAsia, MAS, or even Charlie to fly us. And if at all that Tabung Haji ship can take 30-40 of us, then we have to get approval from the Maritime, and then we can go. I make sure everything, all the facilities for the media fellow brothers and sisters will be there. And also we emphasize on our motto that Club Putra One Malaysia, for everybody, for the people of the world, of Malaysian, under that our motto, we care. That means we really care for everybody. So we are going on that spirit. Dia tak boleh. They said to me just now maximum 4. But then again, I spoke to Tabung Haji punya vessel, they can take 40 people. So I'm organizing whichever way that I will let everybody know. And that today, up to today, I have about 113 people wants to go. Media, I got 76 media member wants to go. So I hope that media friends and also our volunteers will understand, because we are going there to help. and we also will have a lot of volunteers from Rakhine State will help us to carry the stuff. So maybe I will give extra medical team to go, because we're going to operate a clinic there. We want to help them. We got a lot of medication and as well equipment. We want to distribute to the camp clinic as well as the local hospital that we want to distribute there. So I think we're going to stick to maximum of 50 delegates. 50 delegates, 44 of us, 6 from the Buddhist priest association were headed by the chief priest himself.
Berapa lama?
We expect to be there lebih kurang seminggu di sana. So the entire trip will take us about 8 plus 7. You're talking about 14 to 15 days. The entire trip will be taken. And also again, I would like to remind all the media members, the medical team, and the volunteers, whoever do not participate in our special training, we will drop your name. We don't want to take anybody who don't have a special training conduct by the specialists with Club Putra One Malaysia, because tomorrow I don't want Club Putra to be blamed. Okay, I don't want once shy, twice. We don't want to have another Somalia issue. The place there, very volatile. Let me tell you, very volatile. Anything can happen at any time. So we have to be in a group. We have to, that's why the army is going to help us. They're going to be with us. They're going to park themselves with us to protect us and all that. But nevertheless, each one of you, whoever participating in this humanitarian mission to Myanmar, you need to go through the process of this special training. If no, we cannot afford to take you guys to join on this mission. Thank you.
Thank you.